welcome everybody. Happy New Year. We've got a good one here for you today. It's North Park, all the way out in Long Beach. Stick around. We'll have all the coverage for you here on Midnight Sports.
This broadcast is streamed and produced by Midnight Sports and is not affiliated with any hockey organization, club, or team. Midnight Sports is comprised of hockey parents who stream games for friends and family who cannot attend the games in person.
Well, it's North Park in 2026, and they're out in Long Beach. Take on the Lightning today. The Lightning coming to this game with a 20-5 record, a 90.51 rating on My Hockey. That's about 5 points higher than North Park, and so in 1,000 simulations, you'd expect the Lightning to win by 5 goals on average in each game, of course. They don't decide this one via simulation, so North Park's coming in today, hoping to steal one off the Lightning. It's North Park, who had lost going into the break to the Stars, but had beaten Peconic right before that in an EJ showdown by a score of 13-1. North Park looking to get in the win column in the new year here. Out in Long Beach, they've got a bit of a short bench here today, just 7 skaters here for North Park. We'll see if Long Beach has a full complement, and we should get the full 5-minute warm-up period here on Midnight Sports. Stick around. We're going to bring you all the coverage coming up next from the Long Beach Municipal Ice Arena. Well, the teams are out there on the ice. We are about 2 minutes away from getting ready to get rolling on this rescheduled game against the Lightning. And so that explains just a little bit of the North Park short bench. But North Park back in action next weekend, Saturday, 4:30 p.m. at the Long Island Edge. That one's going to take place at Aviator down off Marine Parkway. Love to have you at the barn if you can make that one. If not, tune in for all the coverage right here on Midnight Sports. And then North Park back in action, back on the road next Sunday, January 11th at PAL. That's going to be out at the rinks in Hauppauge. So if you like some Long Island hockey, it's coming on up here on Midnight Sports. But still 1:24 left to go against in the warm-up period, I should say, but it's going to be against the vaunted Long Beach Lightning, who look to have a full complement of players here today. And so North Park is going to have to be judicious in its man management out there. Hope for a lot of freezes from the netminder in the blue and green. But we're so happy to have you here to start the new year. Stick around. We'll put on just a little bit more royalty-free music for you as we're under a minute to go to puck drop for period one from Long Beach, Long Island. All right, just a little last-minute strategy going on at the North Park net. North Park in their road blue and greens here today. It's the Lightning in their home white sweaters. Lightning will be moving right to left on your television screen or radio dial if you're just listening to this one in periods 1 and 3. This is a New York State Tier 2 qualifying game. 3 periods, 15 minutes a pop. Not an EJ game. I know you've gotten used to those 25-minute halves, but here we are with just a 3-period extravaganza, 45 minutes of game action coming up right after the strategy sessions at the benches conclude. We will have puck drop here. Arena's gone just a little bit quiet in anticipation, but here we go. Warm-up music and rollout music being played. Long Beach first onto the ice, getting ready for this rematch. These two teams met at World Ice Arena a month ago. Long Beach won that one 8-0. And so North Park looking to get back at Long Beach on the score sheet here today. It'll be Ryan Speaker in the net. Goaltenders checked. First line over the boards for Coach Will Rayner. It's Vigliotti, Tenenbaum, Finkelstein, Grebin, and Samosi out there on the ice. We are ready to roll here. Finkelstein off, Keyworth on, and the puck is dropped. It'll be Long Beach working that puck forward into the offensive zone. Turning is Samosi at the near circle. Harassed there by a Lightning man. Well, Samosi releases. That one's going to go all the way down for an icing. 13 seconds into this one. Good forecheck from the Lightning in the early going. Same 5 skaters will stay out there for North Park. Our thanks, by the way, we mentioned Tenenbaum out there. Our thanks to Jack Tenenbaum for doing the play-by-play over 2 of the last 3 games. An excellent job. Jack back to college. And now you get to put up with my voice for the remainder of the season. This is North Park trying to take that face-off win up and out. They do, as the Lightning able to throw that into the North Park bench quickly. And we get another stoppage in play just 25 seconds into this one. And it's a beautiful Long Beach Municipal Ice Arena. Always a great barn to come to. Great viewing angles. No safety net in front. Just a little bit cold in the rink like it is out of the rink here on the East Coast today. North Park trying to pull that through the neutral zone. Instead, Long Beach will dump in. And Samosi will give chase near side of the ice. Long Beach there to jam it up at the near half wall. That rolling puck comes to Long Beach in the slot. Look out, they shoot, they score. A lot of traffic in front. Not sure Speaker ever saw that puck, but regardless, it ends up in the back of the net. 42 seconds into this one. It's Long Beach 1, North Park nothing. Well, this will be Tenenbaum, Meyerowicz, Finkelstein on the ice. Samosi and Keyworth as a defensive pair. It's won there cleanly by North Park. Back to Samosi, fired up to the neutral zone, but here comes Long Beach right back in. They'll shoot that wide, and Finkelstein to collect on the near side of the ice. Rolling puck all the way to the far corner. This is Keyworth to pick up there. Goes skate to stick, pulls it off the half wall. Long Beach in the way, but it's scooped forward there by Tenenbaum, and now Samosi up to Meyerowicz. Meyerowicz in full stride, pushed just wide. He'll dump in. North Park looking for a little offensive zone time here. It's Meyerowicz pulling it off the boards, taking it just a bit deeper. Long Beach collects there in the far corner. They spin it up and out. Keyworth back for it. And the neutral zone drags it to his blue line, and then a deflection carries it into the Long Beach bench. And so with 13:37 left to go here in the first, it's going to be a face-off at center ice. Well, no, now the gesture over toward the Long Beach bench, which is right. And so we just got the stoppage in play from the official. 4 officials out there on the ice, a couple of referees. North Park just delaying for a moment to get their line right here. And this will be Vigliotti at the dot. And he wins that over toward Meyerowicz, who sends it up to Grebin, who dumps on in. Takes a hit to make the play. Long Beach to pick up near side of the ice. It's Vigliotti there, dancing just a bit deeper. Long Beach able to come away with it through the neutral zone. Come the Lightning. Lightning all the way in. They're down the left wing. They shoot and score. Yikes. 2 shots, 2 goals. And just like that, it's Long Beach 2, North Park nothing. Well, Speaker shaking his head after that one went 5-hole. And looking to try and work his way into this game right now, as Long Beach 2 shots on goal and 2 goals in the back of the net. It's Long Beach once more, pouring forward into the offensive end. They spin there, pick up the puck just wide of the cage, and this one's going to be dropped down as Grebin picks it up on the far side of the ice. Works it up to the top of the zone. This one's going to miss all sticks. We have an arm raise for icing. Tough call there against North Park as that puck went under 2 Long Beach sticks on the way out. But North Park will get a stoppage in play with 12:59 left to go here in the first. It's Long Beach 2, North Park nothing. This is Vigliotti, far side of the ice. Clean win by Long Beach. Speaker able to glove and stop that one. And gets his first save of the day with 12:55 left to go here in the first. Try and get you some audio from the rink as well. Long Beach to win that faceoff. They'll dump it on down and in. Long Beach tries to pull it off the boards there. Jabbed wide by Tenenbaum. Long Beach has it back, top of the near circle. They filter it up to the blue line. They fire in. Deflection carries it up off the crossbar. That one came off a North Park stick, and that puck knuckled off the crossbar and stayed out. Long Beach trying to intercept the zone breakout. They do. They'll pour forward once more. Tenenbaum back for it. Pushes it over towards Samosi. Samosi all the way at his end boards. Filters that up to the blue line. Long Beach there, though. Side of the cage. All the way across they come. They try to tuck it home. But it was great defending by North Park to pull the puck off a stick and prevent the goal chance. Now North Park looking to break out once more. Long Beach, though, picks that puck up in the slot. They'll shoot wide as the puck comes around to the near side of the ice. Long Beach able to hold the zone once more. They fire that in. Speaker fights it off to the far corner. It's Long Beach still on the puck in that far corner. They cycle it around to the far half wall. Long Beach dumps in once more, and they can make a change as Finkelstein gives chase. Finkelstein able to bat that puck up towards Samosi. It comes off the board. Speaker just sticks it aside on the shot from the near side. Tenenbaum around for Meyerowicz. Meyerowicz surveys his options, drops to Tenenbaum, who finds Samosi. Samosi can skate this up and out of the zone. Across the logo he goes, and this will be Long Beach getting in the way at their own blue line and touching that puck all the way to the near side of the ice. Long Beach can reset. They fire it all the way across. They'll pick it up with some speed there. It was Grebin on the forecheck, nearly forced a turnover. And North Park through Finkelstein takes over. They bat the puck up to Grebin, who's going to try and pull this off the logo and carry it wide. Instead, it is the Lightning pouring in once more. Blocked shot in front. Speaker gets across. That shot goes wide. Still Long Beach. They shoot in. Speaker with a reaction save. This will be Grebin leaving in the other direction now. All the way in. 2-on-2. Fires in. And that's a shot that flutters on goal after a nice deflection. So a couple of shots aside there. And we're going to have an offensive zone faceoff coming up for North Park. Got their first shot on goal in the sequence. 10:50 left to go in this opening frame. Now North Park has not played since before the winter break, and so perhaps just shaking a little rust off now, warming to the task. That one's all the way in from Samosi. Played with a high stick by North Park, washed out by the Lightning. As the shot eventually went wide, here come the Lightning in the other direction. It's a 2-on-3 all the way into the zone. Long reach, good gap control there by Samosi to break up the play. Look out, Long Beach stalking in, but across was Grebin, and he'll carry that into the offensive zone. Grebin in the slot, tries to send it farther. The Ice Monster picks up the puck instead. This will be Keyworth dancing past a man, but here come the Lightning in a 2-on-1. It's Long Beach into the offensive end. They stop, delay, send it across. Headman pass can't quite connect. As it's Samosi all the way back for the puck in his own near corner. And Keyworth on the zone breakout. Keyworth carries it forward now. He'll dump it in just a bit deeper as Long Beach picks up that puck in their own end. Across is Finkelstein to try and hold the zone. He does on second try, it looked like from here, but instead an offside call is made with 9:53 left to go here in the first. Neutral zone drop coming up. Now just 7 skaters for North Park, so they're making some quick changes out there. But of course, 7 skaters means only 2 can rest at a time. And so just about the time you catch your breath, we're right back out there on the ice. Full credit to those skaters as they are working hard in this one. It's Vigliotti carrying it forward, gets upended. No arm raised there. Lightning will come back in the other direction. It's Long Beach, 2-on-2 into the zone. Tenenbaum very well there to separate his man. He did very well, I should say, to separate his man from the puck. Still Long Beach trying to filter it past Finkelstein. They can. He blocks that pass and then sends it up toward Meyerowicz into the offensive zone. Long Beach gets back in numbers as Meyerowicz jousts for the puck and finds it behind the net. Tries to throw it out front. Takes a big hit behind the net. And Speaker will leave the net here as that rolling puck comes toward the North Park zone. North Park will get 6 skaters out there on the ice on this delayed call. Still Grebin trying to touch that one up toward Tenenbaum. But the Lightning do eventually touch up. And so it'll be North Park going to the man advantage in the early going. 9:07 left to play in the first. North Park down 2, about to be up a man for the next 2. And an offensive zone draw upcoming. Far side of the ice. This will be Tenenbaum, Finkelstein, Grebin, Samosi, and Keyworth. as the 5 skaters on the ice. This is Tenenbaum to take. Finkelstein in the slot. Samosi and Keyworth back at the blue line. Clean win there by North Park. Keyworth takes over, stalks toward the slot. Able to spin that back to Drebin at the point. Gets the return pass. Keyworth then works that down for Samosi. In front, that puck rolls across the blue, and then it's jabbed wide by the Lightning. This will be Samosi trying to work that puck deeper. Instead, puck comes out of the zone, and so North Park back to the red line to pick up. It's Keyworth for Drebin. Drebin returns the pass to Keyworth so he can build up some momentum. Keyworth into the zone on the wrister, shooting in. Save there, still loose in front. North Park tries again, filtered forward. That one goes off a skate as the Lightning try to get that puck back. They do, near side of the ice. Still 1:17 left to go on the man advantage as Tenenbaum back to pick up the puck in his own zone, then sends it down for Keyworth, who's able to cycle it right back to Tenenbaum. Tenenbaum on the puck. He's going to skate it up the right wing here, surveys his options, dances around one Lightning man as Tenenbaum breaks into the zone. It's Tenenbaum, drop pass for Drebin. Drebin tries to work it deeper. Lightning in the way there. And now all the way back is Meyerowicz as that puck filters up and out of play. It should be a drop all the way back in the North Park zone with 7:58 left to go here in the first. Still 52 seconds left to go on the man advantage for the visitors, as they had a couple of chances, a couple of sights of goal there. And it was some good Lightning defending that kept them out. Bigliotti at the dot. Wins it forward, and Meyerowicz can carry it farther there. Lightning take over. They fire that toward the side of the cage. Speaker gets a stick on it to slow it down toward the end boards. Lightning try to send it to a trailer, and they nearly find one there through the slot. Instead, the Lightning able to hold that puck and keep possession of it as they are down a man still. And so they will play a little pitch and catch in their own zone and then send that all the way down. Speaker way out of the cage to try and slow down that puck. Instead, it hops over a stick. Choppy ice there by the Zamboni doors behind the North Park net. Of course, they'll switch sides, will the teams, in the second period. This is now Tenenbaum, who's working it over to Meyerowicz, near side. Meyerowicz curls toward the center of the ice, touches it farther right back to Tenenbaum, who spins and tucks it all the way into the offensive zone. It's now 5-on-5 hockey here as Keyworth sends that on net. A stick got caught up in front. North Park nearly with a shot at an open net. Instead, the Lightning retrieve the puck and just goes down as a shot on goal here for North Park. Nothing more just yet. This is the Lightning breaking out all the way on the far side of the ice. It's a 2-on-1 developing here for the Lightning. Across is Meyerowicz to break up the play. The Lightning keep the zone as that puck rolls ever deeper into the North Park end. It will be Drebin using the curved wall to get that puck all the way up and out. Should go for an icing. North Park doesn't care. As with 6:23 left to go in the first, they'll buy themselves a break in the action, and they can get their lines right after the special teams action. Leaves them 0-1 on the power play here today. A couple of good looks, though, and with some better puck luck, you'd expect North Park to put one home if they get the opportunity to go up a skater again. 6:23 left to go in the first. This is the Lightning retrieving the puck. They'll fire in. Bigliotti with a shot block, sending that all the way to the far corner. Lightning send that puck deeper again toward the end boards, all the way toward the side of the cage is Long Beach. They throw it in front, bouncing puck still stuck in front. Look out, all the way across. Speaker gets across. That puck pulled out by Bigliotti. Speaker had covered the near post. Bigliotti had the far post, and he makes the save there, does Bigliotti. It's Long Beach right back in, all the way across again. They're able to touch that one home on a give and go. And so a couple of shots on goal and a goal for the Lightning as they find the back of the net on the 2-on-1. And just like that, it's a 3-0 lead here in Long Beach for the Lightning with 5:50 left to go in the first. Well, some glimpses there from North Park. Long Beach decided to put the foot right back on the gas after the penalty kill, and they found the back of the net once more here on a frosty Saturday morning in Long Beach. All the way across is Samosi. He's able pull that puck off a stick, send it up to Meyerowicz. Meyerowicz carries it farther there. It's Long Beach retrieving in their own net. Long Beach on the puck now, trying to send that puck up and out. Instead, Meyerowicz in the way had combined with Tenenbaum on that far side. Tenenbaum cycles it deeper now for Finkelstein. Puck rolls all the way to the near side. It's Samosi racking the puck deeper, and now it's Long Beach picking up that puck far side of the ice. They're able to get it out of their zone and carry it forward. Bigliotti on the back check, able to get a shoulder in the way of his man. Samosi picks up the loose puck, carries it out of the zone. It's Samosi across the logo, sends it back toward Finkelstein. Instead, though, it'll be the Lightning coming right back into the offensive end. Bigliotti and Tenenbaum able to jam up the play as the Lightning look to take over top of the offensive slot. They get in low, but can't connect on the pass. They cycle the puck right back up to the far point. Picking up a little bit more here, which probably favors the Lightning, given North Park only has 7 skaters. Get fatigued with all the checking. Shot comes in, goes wide of the cage, and now it's Samosi back on the puck, trying to get that up and out. Instead, it's the Lightning passing right in the slot, and now it's Tenenbaum using the curved glass to send that up. It hits a stanchion, stays in the zone. He gets a second bite at the apple, sends it out, finds Greben, who's one-on-one with a defender. Shot in. Kick, save, and a butte by the Lightning netminder. And onward we play here as the Lightning come back in the other direction. He'll dump in and make a change. Back for the puck is Keyworth. He cycles it off those end boards. Lightning to pick up on the near side of the ice. It's Long Beach sending that puck in, but Keyworth first to it. Up to the blue line goes the puck. Lightning dump that high and wide once more. Long Beach now buzzing toward the side of the net. It's Long Beach all the way around. They look to set up a play here all the way in front. And it was Meyerowicz who was able to get stick on stick and make sure that puck got all the way out of the zone. The Lightning send it to the near side on a quick up. They pick it up at the offensive blue line and dump in. Keyworth there, though, to send it off the glass right back to the neutral zone. 3.5 left to play here in the first as the Lightning try to come in just a bit farther. Keyworth in the way once more, sends it to the far side of the North Park offensive zone. Bigliotti on the forecheck. North Park can make a partial change. It's now Meyerowicz on the puck, near side of the ice. Carries it through the neutral zone. He'll dump on in and pick up on that near side. Meyerowicz with a reverse hit there, as this will be Bigliotti, who gets chipped in the shoulder, but shot and scored by Keyworth. Well, how about that? The one-timer from the far point. And just like that, it was the zone entry by Meyerowicz. As you can see on the replay, Bigliotti had picked up the puck. It was filtered from Samosi over to Keyworth and sent home by the captain. And with 3 minutes left to go here in the first, it's a 3-1 ball game. As North Park just reminding Long Beach they're here to play. And Long Beach certainly aware of it as well. It's Greben trying to win that forward. Long Beach will come into the offensive end, swept wide by Samosi, then dumped in once more by Long Beach. But we're going to get a tripping call here just after the Long Beach dump in. We'll see who's going to go to the box as the whistle went quickly. And given that the faceoff's going to be in the North Park end, looks like it'll be North Park to the box here with 2:50 left. It looks like Finkelstein on his way over, so North Park down 2 goals, about to be down a man for the next 2. We'll see how the visitors respond to their first penalty kill of the day. This is Bigliotti at the dot, trying to win it over toward the half wall. Long Beach in the way. They will gently work it up to the blue line and then cycle it to the near side. Long Beach just trying to set up a screen in front, and quite a screen it was. That shot goes wide. There were just body after body in front of the net there, as North Park able to send that all the way down to the offensive zone without possession on the penalty kill. Long Beach sets up the breakout once more. North Park back in position, drop pass for Long Beach to build up some speed, and they break into the offensive end. Bigliotti across to try and jam up any pass through the slot. It comes up, does the puck to the top of the slot. They'll work it over to the near side, looking for a one-timer, trying to open up North Park just a bit. Pass doesn't connect. Grebin able to send that all the way down and kill off a little more of this penalty. Here on the road, under 2 left to play in the first. It's Long Beach all the way through the neutral zone now with some speed. 3-on-2 for Long Beach. All alone in front. They'll shoot that just wide. Speaker had flashed the leather on that far side. Might have gotten a piece of it. 55 seconds left to go now. On the man advantage for the Lightning. Lightning will have to retrieve all the way back at their end boards. They'll pick up the puck there, curl around the net, and break out near side of the ice. It's Long Beach all the way into the offensive end now. As they stop and delay, they'll find a man. No look pass, far side, just couldn't handle it. But the trailer picked up in the slot. Speaker with the save, swept wide by the North Park defenders. It's now Long Beach tracking in and shooting just wide of the cage on the one-timer. Vigliotti looks to pick up the puck on the near side of the ice. And Samosi in for some support. Lightning come away with it. They send it to the far side on the backhand. They filter it just a bit deeper. 10 seconds left to go in the man advantage here as the Lightning might have one more crack at it from the far side of the ice. The Lightning over on that far side of the ice. And we are back to 5-on-5 hockey here as the Lightning can't keep that puck in the zone at first. That's a hand pass, and the whistle will go on the shot in as the Lightning kept it in, but did so using the mitts. And so, with 43 seconds left to go in the first, it's a 3-1 hockey game, and the neutral zone drop on the far side of the ice. This will be Grebin at the dot. Finkelstein to his right as Long Beach comes away with it, but North Park able to send that deep on a deflection. No icing here as Grebin's on the forecheck. Puck rolls to that far side of the ice. Meyerowicz looks to keep it in there. It's swept farther by Keyworth, but the Lightning will come back in the other direction. Some sticks tangled up in front of the Long Beach bench, but no call coming. Look out, 20 seconds left to go. Long Beach throws that in front. It hits a couple of skates, and it was Keyworth with the last second clearance to keep that puck from being shot on net. Now Tenenbaum back into the offensive end, reaches for the puck. Spears it all the way to the end boards. Finkelstein now tries to hold the zone as Long Beach will just send this one all the way down, and there goes the buzzer. After one, it's Long Beach 3, North Park 1. Stick around. We're going to put 15 more on the board. Do it all over again in a moment. This is Midnight Sports. All right, we are just about ready for puck drop period 2. Coming up here, a reminder, North Park back in action next weekend, 4:30 on Saturday, 4:40 on Sunday. Midnight Sports should have all the action for you right here on this same YouTube channel. But first, still 30 minutes of 18U youth hockey coming up right now as Long Beach with a face-off win back into their own zone with a 2-goal lead, but Grevin looking to change that as he works that down toward Finkelstein. Long Beach works to get this puck up and out of the zone. They do to the neutral zone. And now it's Long Beach throwing that wide of the cage. As we try to get the camera set here for you, Long Beach will dump in once more. That one goes off Tenenbaum. He looks up ice, trying to find Grevin on a home run pass. That puck sent back in the zone by Long Beach. That's why there's no delayed offside coming here. As Long Beach works that all the way up, this one will go for an icing. And so, 14-18 left to go in the second. Offensive zone drop upcoming for North Park as they look to continue working their way back into this one. It's Finkelstein, Vigliotti, Meyerowicz, Keyworth, and Tenenbaum. Face-off will be at the near circle. As North Park now going right to left on your television screen. This is Finkelstein winning that forward. Long Beach will take over, and they're able to pump that up and out of the zone. Look out, Long Beach in a mini break here all the way toward the side of the cage. They look for a trailer, but Finkelstein in perfect position, able to send that puck up and out. It's Long Beach turning at their own blue line. They touch it farther toward the score booth. Across goes Tenenbaum to pick up. Tenenbaum on the puck. Able to send it to some open ice and out of trouble as Long Beach tries to clear the zone. And could have been a delayed offside. In any event, onward we play. No harm, no foul here as Long Beach takes over in their own zone. Finkelstein on the forecheck. Long Beach works that through the neutral zone, and now Keyworth turns to try to get on top of his man near side. That shot goes high and wide of the cage. Stays in the rink, though. Onward we play. It's Long Beach throwing it all the way across. They shoot in. Speaker with the save. Comes up on the top of the net as the puck was played with a high stick from North Park after Speaker saved that to the top of the cage. North Park batted it off the cage. And because they were first to touch it, it goes down as a high stick. But not a penalty, just a face-off in the North Park zone as the high stick played the puck, not a player. In any event, this will be Finkelstein, Samosi, Meyerowicz, Grevin, and Keyworth as the 5 skaters out there. And that puck won forward by Finkelstein. Long Beach able to dump in, but only so far as Samosi, who carries this puck up into the neutral zone. Swipe farther by Grevin, who now gives chase on the forecheck. Long Beach picks up at the end boards, and they'll send it over to the far side of the ice. Long Beach carries it farther there. Strong play turns into a 2-on-1 here. Now a 2-on-2 as Finkelstein gets back. But looks like we're going to get an offside call here as the whistle went. Could have just as easily been a hooking call against North Park as Long Beach tried to break in by the scorer's booth instead. That slight hook may have pulled Long Beach offside, and so with 13:02 left to go in the second, it's a neutral zone drop. Long Beach with a clean win back to their own blue line. They'll go point to point there. It's Grevin on the forecheck. Puck batted around to the near side. Keyworth able to hold it up there just a bit. Down goes Finkelstein, coincidental though, as the stick got under the skates. And so this is North Park carrying it forward through Keyworth. Keyworth fires it across. Kick save by the Lightning, who are trying to corral this puck in that far corner. It's now North Park through Grevin all over the puck in the near corner. Finkelstein pulls it off the near half wall, tries to spin it farther, but it's Long Beach in the way. They send it up. This one should again go for an icing as the pass didn't connect, and so with 12:26 left to go in the second, teams can make a change, and it's an offensive zone draw upcoming for the visitors here in Long Beach. It's Grevin, Tenenbaum, Bigliotti, Samosi, and Finkelstein on the ice for North Park. This will be Bigliotti at the dot to take with just under 12 and a half left to go in the middle frame. Ties his man up there. North Park able to hold the zone. Puck sent deeper there by Samosi. Lightning will pick up. They send it all the way up to the neutral zone. It's a 2-on-1 here for the Lightning as they try to get around. Across they go. Speaker with a big save. And he was able to come across, make the shoulder save there as Grevin turns with the puck, sends it up to Finkelstein. And now it will be the Lightning to pick up by their end boards. North Park net gets fixed. North Park picks it up again in the offensive zone, looking for Grevin out front. Just got handcuffed by the pass, and so here come the Lightning right back in the other direction. They'll dump in just a bit deeper. Tenenbaum on his man behind the net as Bigliotti's in for support. North Park trying to push this puck out. Instead, though, it's the Lightning who come in. They shoot and they score. As they came across the face of the goal, and they were able to pick the top. The net had come off. Speaker with a bit of a complaint there, but instead, it's a good goal. And so, it's a 4-1 lead here for the Lightning. And North Park finds itself staring up at a 3-goal deficit. And this will be Bigliotti to take the drop. Grebin to his left, Meyerowicz to his right, Tenenbaum and Keyworth at the blue line. This is Grebin taking that face-off win and dumping in. As we tick under 11.5 to play here in the second, it's Meyerowicz in the far corner. And he's trying to kick the puck up to the point as that bouncing puck is going to be worked forward by the Lightning, but it was Keyworth with the long reach able to pick up that puck and send it in the other direction to cut out what would have been a 2-on-0. Here come the Lightning again anyway, this time in a 2-on-1 all the way into the offensive end, trying to send that around front are the Lightning. They come in front. Speaker, good positioning, didn't know anything about the save, but made it anyway, as the Lightning will come back to their own zone to pick up the puck. It's now the Lightning in their defensive zone. They work it up in front of the North Park bench all the way across. They come up the right wing. Bouncing puck finds Tenenbaum instead. He's able to work it up to the near point. Lightning keep the zone. They'll curl with it at that far circle and dump in just a bit deeper as they're making a partial change. Tenenbaum able to pitchfork that puck over to the near side of the ice, but the Lightning send it across the slot. North Park intercepts, sends it up and out, and the race is on for a would-be icing. The puck wins the race across the end line, and so with 10:18 left to go in the second, it's a defensive zone drop for North Park. And it'll be a near circle drop here as Samosi, Keyworth, Bigliotti, Finkelstein, and Meyerowicz are the 5 skaters in blue on the ice. It's the Lightning firing it in. That puck ping-ponged around as it bounced off several sticks, but wide. And so this will be the Lightning picking up once more, far side of the ice. Drop pass connects there. They fire it across, looking for a one-timer in the low slot. That puck hits a couple of bodies, and it's sent across the blue line. On out. North Park taps it forward. Icing already waved as we're under 10 left to play in this second period. It's the Lightning working it up near side of the ice. They'll chip off the glass there in full stride. Are the Lightning trying to turn with it side of the cage. Keyworth had pushed his man all the way to the corner. Lightning now trying to find a trailer in the slot. They find one at the top of the slot, but that pass goes wanting. And so all the way back goes the home team to their own zone to pick up the puck. It's now Finkelstein on the forecheck. He's able to force his man into an early pass, and this will be Keyworth picking up, going point to point with Samosi. Keyworth has the puck back. Looking through the center of the ice was the captain. Instead, it'll be the Lightning with the puck in their own end as play is slowed down just a little bit here for the last minute or two in this second frame. As you'd expect, coming out of the winter break, these players excited about getting back out on the ice, but sometimes the heart has a little bit more gas than the legs. This is now the Lightning all the way in, trying to go around Tenenbaum, who had set himself up well to protect against the wrist shot. It's the Lightning in front. They shoot and they score. Bar down on a trailer all alone in front. And so, just like that, it's the Lightning 5, North Park 1. Well, still a lot of hockey left ahead of us here. 8:45 left to go in this second period. Plenty of time for North Park to get back in it. And we'll see what the visitors have in terms of pushback on this ensuing faceoff. Puck's run forward there by North Park. Nearly picked off by Grebin and who maintains possession of the puck in the offensive zone. Pinned against the glass there. As that bouncing puck swept wide by Samosi, still in the zone for a moment, And now it comes out on a delayed offside. Long Beach trying to set up a play. Samosi able to get back in position as Long Beach curls toward the slot. Samosi with a shot block. He'll pick up the puck and skate forward now. Does the defenseman all the way in. Drop pass there. Connects. Shot high of the cage by North Park. This will be Tenenbaum to try and pick up and dump deeper for Grebin. They combine to have the puck at the near half wall. Does Grebin. But instead, that bouncing puck's going to come all the way out of the zone. Long Beach into the offensive end. It's a 3-on-1. Shot and scored on the 3-on-1 by Long Beach. And so, Long Beach starting to run a little bit riot here with a 5-goal lead. All right, this will be Vigliotti to take the drop. Finkelstein to his left, Meyerowicz to his right. Puck dropped, and Long Beach dumps that into the offensive end. Tenenbaum across to try and clear the zone. Works it up to the blue line. Swept out there by Vigliotti. And this is Long Beach coming right back in the other direction. It's Long Beach now trying to get in tight on the net. Keyworth able to pick up that loose puck and send it to the far side of the ice, as Meyerowicz takes a big hit on that far side. And so it'll be Keyworth to send that puck up and out of the zone. Long Beach trying to work that back into the offensive end, and they do. They're one-on-one with Keyworth here. Drag shot kicked aside there by Speaker, spun around toward the slot. Long Beach still trying to control at the end boards. There's a big hit there at the end boards, and a follow-up run on Vigliotti. We'll get a stoppage in play here. Someone's going for roughing, and we'll see who it is. Looks like probably Vigliotti, as the applause comes in from the Lightning player on the ice. And so you'd expect a defensive zone drop upcoming here for North Park. We'll see. It was 98, not 88, it looks like, going to the box. So that'll be Meyerowicz, it seems, to the box instead of Vigliotti. Both were in on the play. And so Meyerowicz to the box. North Park with a 6-1 deficit right now. And down a man for the next 2 minutes after the roughing call against North Park. This is Grebin, wins that faceoff for it. Puck stays in the zone. Long Beach will walk the blue line with the puck, send it up to the top of the slot, looking for a one-timer far side of the ice. Can't quite connect there. They'll fire this in. Deflection wide of the cage by the home team, and now the Lightning look to set something up at the top of the slot once more. Long Beach all the way across, and they fire that in. Speaker with the save. He gets post to post, and Long Beach looking to get into it now with North Park behind the net. Well, it was Speaker with the save. That puck was frozen, and there was some jousting afterwards, and so we'll see who's going to end up in the box here. Whether they'll take one from each team, looks like they will. Of course, it's a problem here for North Park if any other player ends up in the box, as North Park only with 4 skaters on the ice, 2 in the box. They're down a skater for the next minute and 36 seconds anyway, but what may happen at the end of that minute and 36 seconds, if they go down another skater, time will tell. Looks like it might be a 4-on-3 out there. Well, no, now Samosi will come back out to make it a 5-on-4. Just a little bit of confusion there as that puck's dropped. And it was dropped with North Park offside on the face-off meridian, if you will. But onward we play. This is Long Beach coming back in the other direction. I promise you the clock in the rink has started. Long Beach with a drop pass that connects all the way into the offensive zone. 6:17 left to play here in the second. We'll get our clock right for you in just a moment. Once play stops. Still 1:06 left to go on the man advantage. Long Beach picks that puck up top of the slot. They work it over to the far side of the ice. And now it's Long Beach all the way across, trying to set up a one-timer. Right now, the scoreboard in the rink says 5-1, so we're going to get that right on your screen as well. We'll keep you updated if they put that goal up. Perhaps it was waved off. Unclear what happened there. In any event, it's 5-1 in the rink right now as Long Beach stalks in. They try to get tight, and they can't get the shot off as Samosia cleared the danger. 33 seconds left to go on the man advantage here. And it's Long Beach setting up the play once more. They'll dump in far side of the ice. Off the curved wall, that puck comes straight on out to a Long Beach stick. And they work it to the near side of the ice all the way across. Speaker tries to get across, but the one-timer finds the back of the net. And just like that, Long Beach right back on the scoreboard. It's a power play goal for the home team. And with 5:21 left to go in the second, there it is, back up to 7 goals. So no goal was ever waived. They just hadn't put the goal up previously. So a 7-1 hockey game here in Long Beach as the Lightning win that faceoff, and they'll come forward with it. They shoot in once more. Speaker able to block that up. That puck, but that's going to be waved off. Played with a high stick there as that puck had come in and bounced up. Speaker with the initial save. The shot ended up in the back of the net, but it was played with a Long Beach high stick. And so that faceoff's going to come all the way out down to the Long Beach zone. And so it will be an offensive zone drop for North Park. 5:10 left to go in the second period. Long Beach taking that face-off win all the way to the neutral zone. Samosi able to send it up strong side, dumped in once more, but out of play by North Park. Should be a neutral zone face-off coming up with 5:01 left to go in the second. Well, shots 21-6 right now on our board, but more importantly 7-1 in favor of the Lightning, who have a 2-on-2 developing here. Finkelstein gets back to make it a 2-on-3. Here come the Lightning, side of the cage, trying to push something farther forward. They have the puck in the slot. Speaker with the save, gets all the way across, makes the follow-up save, and freezes the puck there. So with 4:48 left to go in the second, a couple of saves by the old 3-0 in the net for North Park. Now this will be Vigliotti, far side of the ice. And North Park picks up the puck, tries to get it out of the zone. Finkelstein leaves for Keyworth. Keyworth all the way up the center of the ice. Lightning will take over at their own blue line and fire that puck through the neutral zone. Here come the Lightning once more. They come to the near side of the ice in the slot. They'll shoot high of the cage. Puck stays in the rink. Onward we play. It's the Lightning once again trying to work that puck forward on that far side of the ice. North Park in the way. Can't clear the zone, though, as the Lightning send it in just a bit deeper. They come toward the side of the cage, and they send it out to the mid-slot, turning, firing, and shooting high off a deflection. Where the Lightning, Samosi had gotten a stick in the way there. Puck bounces off the dasher, comes around to the near side, and that puck sent up by North Park out of the zone. Meyerowicz did well to prevent any icing there as the Lightning look to come back in the other direction. Meyerowicz separates his man from the puck, picks it up on the forehand, pushed wide side of the cage, looking for Vigliotti. That pass was deflected by the Lightning. Samosi has it back, takes a hit, tries to work that puck in deeper, but here's a 2-on-0 developing for the Lightning. Speaker all the way out. He's going to send it all the way to the end boards. Gets back in position, and this will be Keyworth now to pick up the puck up the left wing into the offensive end. Keyworth there shooting in, and that one's kicked aside by the Lightning netminder once and twice. Vigliotti spins it in front. Puck still loose in front. It's scored by North Park. Now North Park finds the back of the net in a mad scramble in front. And if you had any doubt that these kids are still pushing despite the fatigue out there, they were able to find the back of the cage with 3:22 left to go in this one. That is a North Park goal. Swing face-off won by the Lightning. They'll gain center ice, try to dump it in just a bit deeper. Hits a couple of bodies, ends up pinballing all the way back to Keyworth, who sends it up and out of the zone. Now Grebin tries to touch it farther. It's Grebin and Meyerowicz combining to get that puck into the offensive end as Meyerowicz takes a stick up high. And now Tenenbaum just trying to separate players out there. Meyerowicz took a slash up high on that. And so with 2:58 left to go in this second period, you'd expect the Lightning to be off for a high sticking call. We'll see what the call is here as the Lightning player not headed to the penalty box just yet. Players still discussing things out on the ice. Now the Lightning man will take the skate over to the box. You could hear it in the rink. A lot of reaction both from the stands and the North Park bench on that one as Meyerowicz had taken a stick up high. And so 2:58 left to go here in the second. A 7-2 hockey game. North Park down 5, but about to be up a man for the next 2, unless there's other paperwork in the meantime. This is Vigliotti, Meyerowicz, Grebin, Keyworth, and Tenenbaum as the 5 skaters on the ice. It's Vigliotti winning that forward, and then Grebin gets in the way of the zone exit. He'll get the cycle pass back and send it up to the point. Tenenbaum all the way across for Grebin, but it hops up into the North Park bench instead. It was an aggressive forecheck on the penalty kill by the Lightning, and so looks like it might have been a deflection that carried it up into the North Park bench because the faceoff is staying in the offensive end for North Park. North Park trying to carry that forward. They shoot in, and that's frozen immediately by the Lightning netminder. And so a shot on goal by the visitors there. Nothing more just yet in this special team sequence. 1:46 left to go on the man advantage. Puck won cleanly by North Park. Shepherded up to the far point, but then out of the zone by the Lightning, who could have a breakaway here, but it's Keyworth all the way back for the puck. Keyworth carries it around through the mid-slot of the defensive zone. Still has it. Keyworth now into the offensive end. Keyworth sets up shop there, goes around a man on the near side, and it's Keyworth firing in just high of the cage. That puck hits the glass, pinching all the way in. Was Vigliotti to keep the zone. Bouncing puck finds a Lightning player, and they'll work that up the far side of the ice into the offensive end, shorthanded. It's the Lightning now, able to connect well. They come in tight. They try to go around. They had that near side of the net open, but they had to make one extra move. It was good defending by North Park. That prevented the chance there. And so this will be the Lightning sending it all the way down to kill off some of this penalty. Across is Tenenbaum to pick that puck up in the corner. And he'll jab it to the near side of the ice. Meyerowicz tracks back for it. Sends it around to the far side. But the Lightning are going to be first to it on that side. It's now Vigliotti to pick up that puck and carry it out of the defensive end. Tries to get that puck up and out of the zone. He does. Still 33 seconds, though, on the man advantage here for North Park as they send that puck around behind the cage. And North Park to pick up. North Park trying the zone exit there. Can't quite connect. Lightning pick up in their own end. Still with 17 seconds left to kill on this. They're going to shoot that wide of the cage as we get a whistle. A stray one, it looks like, perhaps, for icing as the Lightning were on the penalty kill. Speaker let it go like it was going to be an icing, perhaps just buying his team a breather there as the whistle went for icing. It shouldn't have gone for icing, but it'll be a center ice drop instead. All right, Vigliotti, Grebin, Finkelstein as the forward line. The Lightning win that faceoff and put it deep into the North Park zone. We're going to be back to 5-on-5 hockey here before you know it, as Tenenbaum able to kick that over towards Samosi. Tenenbaum gets the puck back, sends it to Grebin. 5-on-5 hockey now as we're under a minute left to play in the second. And North Park tries to touch the puck forward into the offensive end. The Lightning all over them there, so they'll just dump in through the stick of Bigliotti. It's the Lightning now sending that across the ice. It was intercepted there by Tenenbaum for a moment as the Lightning try to pick up that puck in front of the North Park bench. It's a delayed offside here. North Park can't touch it just yet. No arm raised, though. Must have been carried in by the Lightning. In any event, it's Long Beach in a mini break. In all alone on Speaker. They shoot and they score. And so the breakaway turns into picking the top corner. And just like that, it's an 8-2 hockey game with 23 seconds left to go in the second. Well, Long Beach working hard to put this one out of reach for North Park. This will be Tenenbaum at center ice. Puck one back to Samosi at the defensive blue line, and he'll spin that puck over toward Keyworth. Keyworth on the puck, works it up to Tenenbaum in the neutral zone. Tenenbaum carries it farther there. Long Beach all over him. 10 seconds left to go in this middle frame. That's been largely Long Beach's period. It's now Samosi trying to work it forward. Just a second left. There goes the buzzer. After 2, it's Long Beach 8, North Park 2. Stick around. We'll put 15 on the board. Do it one last time from the Municipal Ice Arena. This is Midnight Sports. Well, all right. It's the final countdown here from Long Beach. 15 on the board. This is period number 3. And we are off and rolling here down by the ocean. This is the Lightning. Trying to work that puck up the far side of the ice. They do. Tenenbaum turns it right back in the other direction as Long Beach able to corral on the near side and stalk in. Look out. All the way across they go. Speaker gets across, makes the save there on the point-blank shot, and he makes the second save as that puck pops to the end boards. Long Beach wants more. It's still the Lightning trying to get that puck toward the net front. North Park able to spin it in front of their bench. They corral it at the blue line, stays in the zone for a moment, but North Park able to eject the puck out of the zone, and Long Beach dumps in once more, bouncing puck to the neutral zone. Grebin tries to pull it off some choppy ice, leaves it for Tenenbaum instead, fired in high of the cage. This will be North Park having to chase down that puck all the way through the neutral zone. Grebin back for it on the near side of the ice. Drop pass connects with Keyworth. Keyworth up toward Meyerowicz, but here come the Lightning right back in the other direction. It's the Lightning all the way across. Speaker with the save there as Tenenbaum will come back in the other direction with the puck. It's Tenenbaum into the offensive zone, firing in. That shot was blocked. Long Beach able to send that all the way to the end board. And now break out in the other direction. Keyworth across, trying to pick up that puck off a stick. Instead, it's Long Beach in all alone. They shoot. Speaker with the save. And now it's Tenenbaum able to send that off the boards up and out. Long Beach will dump in once more. This period really has a hot start to it, despite the 8-2 lead for the Lightning all the way across for a one-timer. Lightning can't connect. Puck rolls to the far corner, and now it'll be Samosi cycling that puck deeper in his own zone so North Park can buy some time and space. Just about 13 minutes left to go in this one, as Long Beach will have to pick up that puck in their own end. It's the Lightning now working that puck to the near side of the ice. They'll send it all the way across. Beworth able to jam that back into the offensive zone, but without possession. And now the Lightning set up the breakout once more, near side. It's Long Beach on the puck, harassed there by Grevin. Long Beach will turn up ice and skate up the left wing. They gain the line, dump in, and give chase. Bouncing puck first to a Lightning player behind the North Park net. It's the Lightning trying to find a trailer there. Getting some skates in the way was Meyerowicz. And now Keyworth able to find the puck and send that all the way up. Will it be on frame? It is, so no icing here. The captain able to dump that 200 feet down the ice and prevent the faceoff. And so now it's the Lightning working that puck out of their own end. Across goes Vigliotti to try and force his man to stop. He does. Lightning send it to the near side. Lightning look to set up something toward the slot. The puck hits a couple of skates, and now it's Grevin off to the races. A mini break here for 14. Grevin all the way in. Shoots, and he scores. Well, it was Grevin who picked that puck up in the middle of the ice. And he was able to carry it all the way down and shoot and score on what was a mini breakaway, as he had a couple of skaters all over him, but he was joined on the rush by Finkelstein. And because Eli Finkelstein was able to keep body position on the man chasing Grevin, Grevin had the time and space he needed to turn this into an 8-3 hockey game. This is now Samosi carrying that faceoff win forward, dumping on in. And the Lightning will pick up in their own end. They bang it off the boards on the far side. The Lightning now in a 2-on-2 with North Park trying to go around a couple of North Park defenders. Speaker able to get on that puck after making the save. And Tenenbaum making sure to keep him clean after the shot. And so 11:33 left to go in this game. North Park still churning the legs out there, as this will be Bigliotti at the near circle. Clean win back to Tenenbaum. He uses the glass to send that up and out. Icing already waved here. Puck's not going to hit the end line anyway. It's Meyerowicz and Finkelstein on the forecheck. Lightning will come back in the other direction with the puck all the way into the offensive end. Lightning toward the side of the cage. They try to pick 5-hole on Speaker. He makes the save. North Park cleans up the rebound. Sends it to the far side of the ice. Bouncing puck stays in the zone. It's now the Lightning toward the side of the cage. Looking out front in the slot. Unable to get the puck to a Lightning player. And so North Park escapes and enters the offensive zone. It was Samosi looking for Tenenbaum all the way across, looking for a rebound in front. Perhaps a bank shot from North Park. Instead, the puck ended up wide. It's the Lightning now picking that puck up and carrying, sending that puck up and out of the zone. Samosi across for Tenenbaum in his own end. Tenenbaum surveys his options, finds Vigliotti at the defensive blue line. Vigliotti able to send that up toward Finkelstein, who will dump and chase. Vigliotti joins him at the Lightning end boards. Long Beach able to send that puck to the far side. Puck's loose in the Lightning zone, but Long Beach sends that up and out. They'll carry it forward now into the offensive end. It's the Lightning all the way in. Speaker able to just jab that aside as the net has come off its moorings, but no whistle. And onward we play. It's Long Beach. Tape-to-tape pass all the way into the offensive end. They shoot and they score. And so, with 9:57 left to go, it was Long Beach with a wrister on the net that wasn't quite fixed. And so Speaker looking at the anchors ruefully in his net, but it ended up just being a laser of a wrister into the top corner anyway. And so, just like that, it's a 9-3 hockey game here from Long Beach. It's the Lightning trying to set something up once more. Icing already waved there. Interesting. Looked like that deflection on the wrong side of the red line. But given the score and both teams' willingness to have this game continue on, you'd expect some close icing calls to be waved away as quickly as possible. It's now Long Beach trying to pick up that puck, but instead it's Grebin on the puck. And the deflection on the shot carries it up into the net. And so with 9:21 left to go in this game, an offensive zone draw upcoming for North Park. Well, it's going to be Vigliotti, Grebin, Meyerowicz, Keyworth, and Samosi out there. This is Meyerowicz trying to pick up the puck at the end boards. He works it over toward Vigliotti. Vigliotti throws it across the slot. He was looking for Meyerowicz, who had his stick tied up. And so this will be the Lightning right back in the other direction. Lightning into the offensive zone. And they'll curl around to the near side of the ice. Long Beach on the puck. They send it looking for a one-timer far side of the ice. And now the puck filters over to the near side. It's the Lightning trying to pick up that puck at the end boards, but Keyworth able to get in the way. Lightning jab it off his stick and control in the near corner. Samosi able to gum up any pass there as Grebin had come across. Try and get that puck up and out of the zone. It's now Long Beach, top of the slot with the puck. They fire in, they shoot, and they score. Well, just like that, it's a double digit on the scoreboard. Free chili for everybody in Long Beach. They've reached 10 goals. Visit your nearest Taco Bell and redeem your ticket stub for free chili and 48 hours of regret thereafter. All right, 10-3 here in Long Beach. 8.5 left to go in this game. Mercifully, it will be another face-off here, won by North Park. And they'll work it across the neutral zone. Samosi gets it back as Grebin to carry that puck forward and dump on in. Finkelstein will give chase as Long Beach picks up in the near corner. It was Grebin. Gets his stick in the way on that one and tries to work it up and out toward Samosi. Samosi on the puck. Leaves for Meyerowicz. Meyerowicz has Finkelstein in the slot trying to get it to him. It was sniffed out there by the Lightning, though. And they'll come back in the other direction. It's Long Beach all the way into the offensive end. They'll dump on in. Finkelstein hounds his man there, but look out. Long Beach in the slot. Can't quite corral it. Samosi had come across and prevented the chance. Long Beach just dumps to the near corner. It's the Lightning on the puck. They work it on up. And it's Grebin able to get in the way and carry that puck into the offensive end. Meyerowicz awaits in the slot. Grebin throws it toward him. But it's the Lightning able to cut out the pass and track back behind their own net. And it's now Long Beach up the near side in the defensive zone as the Lightning carried across the logo now into the offensive end. North Park was trying to prevent the chance there, and they did. They pushed the puck to the near corner of the defensive zone. Lightning have it back. They send it all the way across the blue line. They'll tap it just a bit deeper. And it was good stick work there by Grebin to touch up. Looks like it's a delayed call against North Park. And so with 6:51 left to go, looks like our clock didn't start there. Apologies. Not always easy to get these clocks to work on your screen in the rink, but we'll get our clock set. It is now running here in the rink, and so shouldn't have that problem again. 6:30 left to play with a running clock here in Long Beach. It's North Park down a man for the next 2 running minutes laid on at the Municipal Ice Arena. All right. It's Grebin. Clean win out. It must be said for North Park and for Long Beach, too. Teams are still skating hard out there. But full credit to these kids. It's a 10-3 hockey game. North Park short-benched. Long Beach back from the holiday break. You could expect the kids to want to take a little bit of a moment off once the game reached this point, and the intensity is just as high as it's ever been. It's Keyworth one-on-one, shorthanded into the offensive zone. Good defensive work there by the Lightning to prevent the chance. And now it's the Lightning right back in the other direction. They'll reach for the puck. It was kicked by Tenenbaum, then Speaker able to just brush it aside on what turned into the softest shot he's seen today. Long Beach has that puck leave the zone. They'll have to stop delay. They dump it in on a delayed offside, and they'll touch up. Keyworth picks it up with just about 5:15 left to go in this game as Long Beach carries it to the logo and then back into the offensive end. Long Beach with the puck pushed wide there. They will try to hit a trailer across the blue line. Bouncing puck misses all sticks but stays in the zone. Long Beach now controls. They dump it in just a bit more. Grevin able to body a man, and Tenenbaum does the same as Long Beach has the puck. They're just trying to pass it a few times now. They've got it in very tight. They shoot and they score. Now Long Beach now puts up 11, and the clock continues to tick here, but seems like even the most ardent of North Park fans would agree this one would take a major miracle to turn around on the scoreboard, which is now 11-3 in Long Beach's favor. Vigliotti, Meyerowicz, and Finkelstein after the power play goal by Long Beach. It's Long Beach winning that faceoff, working it to the blue line and sending it into the offensive zone now. Long Beach tries to set up a shot there. Instead, they'll just dump in, but it's picked off by Samosi, who can carry it in the other direction. It's Samosi leaving for Vigliotti, who tries to carry it farther. Instead, it's going to be a 3-on-0 for Long Beach in the other direction. Long Beach comes all the way in, and they didn't quite get the pass right there. And so North Park able to avoid any further damage on the scoreboard currently. It's North Park trying to get this puck into the offensive end. They do. They shoot just wide. Rolling puck off the curved wall. Will be sent up and out of the zone off a Long Beach skate. And now it's Finkelstein dumping in once more. Long Beach sends it right back in the other direction. 3:18 left to play in this game as Samosi works it up to Vigliotti. Vigliotti to Finkelstein, and Finkelstein across to Meyerowicz. It's Vigliotti on the forecheck as Long Beach tries to send that puck up and out of the zone. It's a 2-on-1 for the home team here as Tenenbaum gets back. It's a 3-on-2 now for the Lightning as they try to curl in, but Tenenbaum able to get stick on puck and guide that wide. And so North Park sends that puck up and out of the zone. Long Beach able to send that deep once more. It was a touched puck before it entered the North Park zone, and so no icing coming here. Sent all the way up to Grevin by Tenenbaum on a slap clearance. Long Beach all the way across to try and keep that puck from staying in the Long Beach zone, and they'll set up the breakout now. The Lightning will all the way into the offensive end. It's the Lightning there. They send it all the way across for a one-timer. That Speaker able to reject. He grabs the skate after the save. Looks like he's shaking that foot off. Might have caught the puck right in the skate. And so we'll keep our eye on that one as time continues to tick down here. It was the Long Beach one-timer saved by the skate of Speaker that may have caused the injury. But here comes Long Beach once more. Speaker out of his net to try and stop this breakaway. Long Beach goes all the way around. Speaker's pushed his man wide. It was great defensive work by Meyerowicz to prevent the threat, but here comes Long Beach once more. Speaker with the save. Puck sits in front. North Park able to clear it and send it on up and out to Meyerowicz. Meyerowicz now into the offensive end. And Long Beach will take over with 90 seconds left to play. It's Long Beach on the puck in front of their bench. They carry it to the neutral zone all the way into the offensive end. Long Beach now gets in tight toward the cage, but swiping for it was Keyworth, and he can carry it in the other direction. Keyworth all the way into the offensive end side of the cage. Shoots in. Nice save there by the Long Beach netminder. With just over a minute left to play, the clock has stopped this time at 1:06 left to go. And so, well, now it continues to run back down to 1:04 I'm sure you're very interested in the vagaries of clock management here, but under a minute left to play from Long Beach. A reminder, North Park back in action. 2 games next weekend, 4:30 on Saturday at Aviator against the Long Island Edge, and 4:40 on Sunday out at the rinks against PAL. I hope you'll join us for all the action right here on Midnight Sports as this one comes to its conclusion out in Long Beach. Looks like it'll finish up Long Beach 11, North Park 3. Valiant effort by the visitors, but just overcome here by the Lightning and the sheer numbers of the home team skaters. All right, here comes Long Beach, maybe with one last chance here toward the side of the cage. Speaker rejects the shot. Long Beach trying to get another shot off here. And it'll be Long Beach just dumping that puck in. It's a delayed offside, but there goes the buzzer, and we've gone final. It's Long Beach 11, North Park 3. Thanks again for joining us. We'll see you again next time. Until then, stay safe.